So I'll start with providing my name, Inspector Adam MacIntosh, spelled M-A-C-I-N-T-O-S-H. I'm the Operations Officer and currently Acting Officer in Charge for Kelowna Regional Detachment. Just after 11 o'clock this morning, several 911 calls were received reporting that a crane had collapsed at a construction site located at the 1400 block of St. Paul Street near Bertram Road here in Kelowna. Police, fire, and ambulance all attended the scene, where a crane attached to a high-rise under construction collapsed while several workers were or near the crane and work site. The crane fell to the north, striking the adjacent professional business building, causing damage, and the current extent of that damage is unknown. The crane also fell across the rear parkway, striking the roof to a old age home that is on Bertram Road in the 1450 block. Fire, ambulance, and RCMP converged quickly. However, there are multiple confirmed fatalities, and we are working to confirm all occupants and workers of the building and the work site. There's at least one person currently unaccounted for. The area remains unstable and unsafe. The RCMP are working with WorkSafe BC, the Kelowna Fire Department, to secure the area with the BC Coroner Service. An evacuation order has been issued, and the City of Kelowna will be issuing an emergency order for that, a local emergency order for that area. State of emergency, excuse me. We have evacuated the residents who are affected by that area, and they've been sent to designated areas. As you can see, the Emergency Operations Center has been opened and is supporting the need to assist with any of the issues around the scene, as well as the evacuated affected people. There are a lot of steps still needed here. The area is not secure, as I said. A structural engineer has been brought in, and we're evaluating how to be able to secure that area to make it safe, to evaluate what happened and support BC WorkSafe.
You mentioned multiple fatalities. Are they all people who were working on the project?
So we're releasing limited information right now, in part because we want to be able to notify the next of kin. Not all persons have been properly identified, and so right now all we can tell you is that there have been multiple fatalities from people in that area.
And you can't be any more specific other than multiple?
No, in fairness, I want to respect the fact that there are families maybe who are wondering about their loved ones, and we can't properly assess that, and we don't want them to be concerned. We want to make sure that all the people who are injured, anyone affected by this is taken care of, and we properly notify the next of kin before we share further public information.
And the area that you evacuated, I imagine, would have to do with the height of the remaining structure, and if it was to fall, anyone within that radius?
Yes, so my understanding is approximately, if that structure were to fall, is about 250 feet, and so they want to obviously make sure that anywhere within that 250 feet, should it fall, it not actually injure anybody else. It would affect property, but until it's secure, it remains at a risk for that to happen.
And you said there was one person missing. Can you tell us who that is? Was it someone from the crew?
So there is one person that is unaccounted for, not related to the workers, and that's something that we're investigating to determine that person's whereabouts and whether or not they've been affected by this event.
I imagine in a downtown setting there would be a number of people's surveillance cameras, etc., that might have caught a glimpse of what was happening. Are you gathering that sort of material for any sort of investigations that will follow?
Yes, in these types of incidents that occur in a workplace, WorkSafe BC is responsible for the investigation. It's supported by the RCMP, so we currently are leading that investigation, helping them to collect information and evidence, which would include any video that would exist. So if somebody does have video of the event, we would encourage them to please contact the RCMP or WorkSafe BC and share that video with us.
And for anybody wanting to get around Kelowna right now, how can you any way describe the perimeter of the area with it's a no-go zone?
So when the local state of emergency is issued by the City of Kelowna, it'll include a map that'll be all on their websites that they'll be able to share exactly. What I would suggest is, if you don't need to be in the downtown core in that area for the next few days, you should avoid that area. But go to the website for the City of Kelowna, and they'll be able to share that information when the state of emergency has been issued.